And you might think back and say, oh, I was traveling through Thailand and I got very sick with massive diarrhea. It lasted 2 weeks. And then I came home and figured it was over. But what you probably haven't realized is that you have decreased vitality maybe since then. Maybe you've had episodes of diarrhea or even constipation since then. Um, so it might be a time when you said, oh, I got food poisoning, or I had a 24-hour stomach bug, or I wasn't sure why I was vomiting or had a splitting headache during this time. You don't have to have been traveling. Once I picked up parasites from the salad bar at a Pizza Hut in Colorado. That was a really gross Pizza Hut, I'm going to say. But it's just very easy, very, very easy to pick them up. And then, so once you start off in the acute phase, which can be diarrhea, vomiting, there's a lot of questions, can be migraine headaches, it can be fainting. I've seen a lot of different symptoms from parasites, and a lot of them are covered in that parasite quiz at parasitesinside.com. And then you kind of move into what we call the chronic phase. And the chronic phase, it's not a parasite phase, it's a human body phase. The human body says, okay, we didn't get them out in this chronic phase when we were trying our hardest to expel these foreign invaders. But this human organism is going to die if we continue like this, because it's impossible to survive if you're having dysentery all the time and you can't rehydrate and you can't hold anything down. So the human body says, okay, we're going to calm down and go into the chronic phase, where every so often we're going to remember that there's foreign invaders and we're going to cause some sort of inflammatory reaction. But in general, we're going to let this human organism continue on living so that they can survive as a survival mechanism. But you often have other symptoms, and it may be your autoimmune symptoms that are being triggered from this continual presence of parasites.
That's a good point. I think that's probably the phase that a lot of people that are, maybe they've had an autoimmune condition for a while and they feel like, they've kind of started getting a little better, but they're maybe not totally better. That potentially could be the phase that a lot of those people are in. I can see that.